Hello! My neighbor has Shura. Hello sunshines! Happy New Year and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video that I'm shooting in 2021 and it's a part of a new series about being zen and being in a state of sunshine. It's kind of a happiness series. So today I wanted to share 5 tips for being in a state of sunshine. So what I mean by being in a state of sunshine is being happy. Building new habits in your life that would help you feel joy and happiness throughout your days, throughout your life, and spread that happiness and sunshine. These are things that I've personally done that really changed my life. My first tip for you is to be grateful. Being grateful makes you more aware of what you have. It makes you think about the positive things, and then you start looking at things more positively. The more grateful you are, the universe will send you more things to be grateful for. There's many ways to practice gratitude. One of the ways that I practice gratitude is once I wake up in the morning, I meditate and then I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. Sometimes my list go on and I do like 2 pages of things that I'm grateful for. So it's not really a rule that you have to do 3, but a minimum of 3 will really change the way you look at things. It doesn't have to be something so deep that you're grateful for. It could be something like waking up to a beautiful sky. A great way as well to practice gratitude is to have a gratitude partner, someone who will keep you accountable and someone who will remind you as well when you forget. So the idea is to create a WhatsApp group or just with one friend, and every day you send each other what you're grateful for. The second thing I wanted to talk about, and it's one of the hardest things to do that I find that it takes so much time and work, but it's the most rewarding thing, is self-love. You hear a lot about self-love and no one really talks about what it means to love yourself and how hard it is to love yourself. It's not, going on a shopping spree or having a spa day. That's, the very shallow concept of self-love. That's not what self-love means. But self-love is about falling in love with yourself, loving who you are, loving your shadows, loving you as a whole for everything that you are. Your relationship with yourself is very important and it's not an easy one. It's one of the hardest ones and you always have to keep working on it. Just like you have a relationship with your partner, you will have its ups and downs, you will have days of sunshines, and you will have days with some clouds. With Corona as well, everyone had to spend time alone, and I know it was so hard for a lot of people to be alone because we're not used to it. We're not used to being with ourselves, being with our thoughts, and being okay with that. Self-love is where you get to a point where you're having the best time of your life by being alone, by enjoying your own company, by having your own solo house party and dancing all night and having a blast. The more you love yourself, also, you become picky about what you do and who you see. Sometimes what I used to feel is I would feel that I have to, I'm obliged to speak to certain people. I hated the obligation to do so. I didn't want to do it because it just didn't feel real, didn't feel natural, it felt forced. When I fell in love with myself, my love for others and my connections and relationships with others completely changed. It became more deep and more genuine. I was able to love them and just spread my love naturally because I had so much love inside of me for myself. It was overflowing. Sometimes you need to be selfish. You need to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself, to only do what you really want to do and what you feel like doing. The idea as well of self-love is not just to love the nice things about us, but it's also loving the parts that we hide, our shadows. Even if you don't want your shadows, you still love them and you work to change them. And as you grow, these change. As you grow and you're more aware, find ways to bring your shadows into the light when you start loving them. Be aware of how you talk to yourself. Be aware of your thoughts. Really notice that self-talk. Notice what you tell yourself. Are you telling yourself things that you would tell to someone you really love and care about? Think about those things that you say to yourself and how you're hurting yourself. Notice them, accept them, because we've lived most of our lives used to saying those things. You just notice you're telling yourself, oh, I'm stupid, or whatever it is that you tell yourself. But once you start noticing these things, you can start changing them. Talk to yourself with kindness, talk to yourself with love. Don't be hard on yourself. Tell yourself things that are nice about you. Tell yourself in the mirror that you love yourself. I started this self-love and telling myself that I love me, it just felt so forced at the beginning. It felt a bit like, ugh, I love myself, okay. But I kept doing it. I kept doing it to one point where I've noticed my mind telling me things like that right away. When I started falling in love with myself, I would always be like, I'm awesome, I'm awesome. I remember one time I got a call about a job and the guy was asking me all these things. I was like, you sound like the perfect candidate. And I'm like, yes, I know. You know, when someone compliments me, I'll be like, I know. I know it's it sounds very, I'm so full of myself. But no, truly, I know. I am awesome. I love myself. I am awesome. So if you see it, then great. The way you love yourself will be the way people will love you too. The way you see yourself, people will see that too. My third tip is to breathe. Just breathe. Just take 5 minutes out of your day, any time of the day. I prefer to do it in the morning, the moment I wake up, or before I sleep. So just sit down somewhere and feel yourself breathing. Feel how your body moves when you're breathing. And when your mind drifts away, just bring it back. It's okay. You're not going to be able to do it right away where you're 5 minutes, you're just focusing on your breath. In these 5 minutes, even if you just do 2 minutes that you're focused on your breath, that will definitely change your day. It will bring some zen into your day. You'll go through your day feeling a bit lighter, feeling a bit more relaxed. I need to breathe. The more you do this, your thoughts will be less, your focus will be greater. It will also help you with anxiety. The idea of just breathing, or also meditation, let's say, is for you to be in the moment. We're either stuck in the past or thinking of the future. We're never really being in the moment. You know those times when you're doing something and you don't feel time or space? Like, for example, if you're writing or if you're painting or you're doing one of your hobbies, you finish and you're like, oh wow, I didn't feel that much time has passed. And the breath work really helps you to bring more moments like this in your life, to be more in the moment. That's the state of being. That's being, that's living. It's not when you're thinking of the future or the past. Why am I dying? I am dying, you guys. We're so used to this pace of life and we have so many things going on in our mind that it's not easy to calm down and just focus on one thing. With practice, it becomes easier. It has helped me so much, especially when I have stressful days at work. I would do a lot of breath work throughout the day and it really helps me calm down. It really helps me refocus, realign. My fourth tip for you will bring you so much peace. Stop taking things personally. It feeds our egos to think that the world revolves around us. Everyone has their own unique journey and everyone is in a different place. And when we take things personally, we just make ourselves feel bad. And sometimes it's completely not personal. Sometimes, you know, the person had a bad day or they're going through something. When you stop taking things personally, you lose so much of overthinking. It will make you feel really good as well. And slowly people will be kinder to you. I've had so many situations where I could really take things personal, but I didn't. And that really changed the way the person behaved with me, or the person really appreciated the fact that I didn't take the thing they said as personal. It really made a difference, which was shocking to me. Think about the times that you've done something or said something that wasn't nice or mean, or you didn't want the other people to take it personal. It just came out. And just think about how much better you would feel if they didn't take it personally. I keep forgetting this fucking thought. Also, there's this concept that people are a mirror to you, which I truly believe in, and it wasn't easy for me to understand first. And I was like, what? No. And then I started noticing and just thinking about it, and it made sense after a while. It helped me understand myself more, be more aware of myself and my shadows. Think about the times that someone annoyed you, or there's someone in your life that is so annoying for one specific reason. Think why this thing is annoying you. Dig deep. Because usually those things that we see in others, and that's how the mirror works and that's how it helps you, is you see the things that you hate about yourself. And this comes back to self-love again. There are shadows, these things that we don't like about ourselves. When we see them in others, it really annoys us. It really gets to us because we hate it so much in ourselves. We don't accept it in ourselves, so we don't accept it in others. And the only way to bring those shadows into the light is to be aware of them. And that's how people help you, by being your mirror, by you start seeing those things. Which leads me to tip number 5. Stop expecting things. Stop expecting anything. People, from yourself, from the world. Not to set your expectations or manage your expectations, just remove your expectations. When you're expecting things, you're limiting your possibilities. You're limiting what's gonna happen. You're keeping your mind busy with the future and not really being in the moment and not really living your life right now. The future has unlimited possibilities. I had so many expectations from people that when they didn't meet them, it just wasn't enough for me. Once you expect things, it's so dull, you know? Like, where's the joy of the unknown? This year I started 2021 with so much excitement for the unknown. I'm excited for what's coming. I'm looking forward to what's coming, whatever it is. And I know there's going to be challenges, but I know that everything that's going to happen is for the better. Everything's going to happen will help me grow and face more of my shadows, and it will challenge me to be a better person. Once you lose your expectations for people around you and for yourself, you just start enjoying life a bit more. Things that come that are not expected are amazing. Don't expect anything, just be excited for what's coming. Just be excited for the unknown. Yes, it's scary, but it can also be exciting. There's this quote from Salvador Dali that I read this summer that really stuck with me, so I wanted to read it to you guys. Every morning when I wake up, I experience an exquisite joy, the joy of being Salvador Dali. And I ask myself in rapture, what wonderful things is Salvador Dali going to accomplish today? When I read that, I felt like, damn, that's awesome. I want to wake up one day and be like, what awesome adventure am I gonna go on today? Like, once you see the difference doing these things will make in your life, you will really be more committed and you would want to do them more. The thing with this as well, it's not that you do these things and once you feel good, you stop doing these things. No, you do these things consistently. I hope you guys found these tips useful. Let me know in the comments below if you're already doing some of these things or you have other things that you do. Please do share, and if you like this kind of content, please subscribe. I'll be sharing more content like this in the future. I wish you a day full of sunshine and adventure. Bye!